You remember in 1986, he was the first African to win a Nobel Prize for Literature. So it's not easy to be a Wole Soyinka. Despite his brilliance, he was busy fighting for the good. You can tell us which of his works you've encountered, you've read, you hope to read, the one you bought. The Mike Adenuga family. That's so sweet. Dr. Mike Adenuga Jr., a man I call the spirit of Africa, loves Professor Wole Soyinka to bits. He loves him. He's a great, in fact, he practically prostrates to him. I've never seen such a humble man. He once hosted Professor Wole Soyinka in Ghana, and I was there that night. And the moment he walked in, he just bent down to greet Professor Wole Soyinka. I've also met Soyinka at the Spirit's House in Banana. I was hosting his special guest. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Yes, I am searching for someone. This is so nice. We'll be playing some music. Happy birthday to you. On this occasion of yours. Happy birthday to you. Many happy returns. Happy birthday to you. On this occasion of yours. Happy birthday. Congratulations. The songs have not even opened. Congratulations. Happy birthday to you. 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 Your occasion of yours. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Occasion of yours. Happy birthday to you. Many happy returns. Yes. I'll be showing you some of the works of Wole Soyinka. This book I'm about to show you again has degree at the Obafemi Awolowo University, and this book was signed autographed for me by one of the greatest authorities on the works of Wole Soyinka, Professor Biodun J. Ifo. Yes, he signed it. Dele Momodu, greetings and solidarity, Professor Biodun J. Ifo. Yes, that was my communist. We could go into his kitchen and eat whatever we found there. You know, these were the guys who inspired us, and we are eternally grateful to them. We had many great scholars. Was in Ife. We had Professor Collier Motoshaw in Ife. Yes, my lecturer, Dr. Chidia Muta, Dr. Adebayo Williams, Dr. We had so many, so many. Yeah. Congratulations on your birthday today. Congratulations on your birthday today. Celebrate, we wish you happy. Yes, yes, yes. Someone was asking what about Chinua Achebe? And for Chinua Achebe, you will see us in action. Uh, Fortunately, I have direct access to Chinua Achebe's son in the US, and the Ovation is always there to support anything they are doing to celebrate the great writer, for me, the greatest novelist ever out of Africa, who no longer at peace, the harrow of God, and so on and so forth. So don't worry. Uh, I'm also an Achebe specialist, and we will be very, very ready to celebrate uh, his one Q Bebe King from South Africa. I am Phoenix Oba. Happy birthday to the legend. Thank you so much. As I promised, we'll be reading out some of the comments. Omonika Ade, happy birthday. Nobel laureate, Wole laureate, Wole Soyinka. God bless you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for blessing me too. Omoba Princess Debo Odutola, thank you so much for joining us. Tayo Enitan, thank you so much for your comments. May God grant him long life in good health. Amen. Amen. We need Prof. We need Prof. We need him. You know, we need him. Uh, let's see. Right. And a Nobel laureate. Yes, may the rest of your life be the best of your life. We celebrate you, sir. Thank you so much for sending me that message. Yes, Ogun to Ogun to Yan. Official peaceful 1, 2, 3. A very, very jolly happy birthday to him. Thank you. Zion official, thank you. Bide Mialano, the master of ceremony extraordinary in London. Thank you so much for joining us. He says, happy birthday, great one. Thank you. Natasha George, 376. Happy birthday, sir. Official peaceful. Oh, wow, 86 years. Yes, he's a man, you know. Show boy, Wole Soyinka is a gift to us all. Happy birthday to him. Thank you so much for your kind words. Whose signature do you want to see, show boy? The signature, I say that's what he signed, and he put the date on that. BJ. That's it. 1989. Let's look at this. You won't believe it. I bought this one. It was published by Spectrum Books. Yeah. Ibadan, the Penkelemes years in memoir, 1946 to 1965. That's the period this one covers. Literature and culture. And interventions, art, dialogue, and outreach contains 18 essays written over a period of some 25 years and includes much material that has become rare. A number of the essays are appearing in print for the first time in Ifo sets the essays in the context of Soyinka's work into the intellectual creative writing. Yes, and some of the essays and interventions include Towards a True Theater, From a Common Backcloth, The Writer in the Modern African State, The Fourth Stage, Drama and the Idiot, Who is Afraid of Eleshinyoba. I remember that very, very well. That's the Abobaku culture in Old Oyo. Language as Boundary, The Critic and Society. Yeah. Cross Currents, Theater in African Traditional Cultures, Shakespeare and the Living Dramatist, The External Encounter, Climates of Arts, Neo-Tarzanism. Yes, then this is one of my favorite books in secondary school, West African Verse. That's where you have. Let's see what they wrote here. John Pepe Clark, Christopher Okigbo, Gabriel Okara, Kwesi Brew, Awuno. He died a few years ago. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Kofi Awuno. I endowed a poetry competition for him at the University of Ghana after his death. And I am so happy that we were able to. From Cameroon, yes, I have some of his works. Birago Diop, David Diop, Bernard Dadier. Wow. Gladys Casely Effort. Rejoice and shout with laughter. Throw all your burdens down. If God has been so gracious as to make you black or brown, for you are a great nation, a people of great birth. For where will spring the flowers if God is down? Wow, fantastic. I remember that poem as if I read it yesterday. Okay. Your Excellency, you just, if you go on Instagram, then you look for Dele Momodu Ovation. You will see the sign at the top of your Instagram page. You will see Dele Momodu. Then once you press it, I'll let you. I'll let you in. Thank you. Lọ́jọ́ ìbí ẹ, ẹ kú àṣeyẹ. Ìbí ẹ, ẹ kú àṣeyẹ. And it declined. I've tried 3 times. Your phone was declining. I don't know what setting you have on your phone. Yes, I wanted to bring you immediately. I saw you as soon as I started, and it was declining. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's but it's something you can do even on the move. You can do it on the move. Phone. You need your phone. Uh, you need your phone. So give me a few minutes, then I'll come back to you now. I'll come back to you. Yeah, thank you. Nikki Ebony, Miss Yemisi, thank you so much. I'm just saying, how are you? This is the first time I'm noticing you. I think you just sneak in quietly. Off. Right, Honorable. So, as a young man in school, but I'm not seeing him. Can anyone see official Amechi here? No. Hope. Your Excellency, if you can hear me, it's Dele Momodu ovation. I'm surprised I can't see him. Official Amechi the last time. Let me see. Then, eh? Eh. Okay, he sent a message now. Okay, then I should be able to pick him out. Under Okwetu. Yeah. When you have so many people online, I can see Okwetu. That's strange. Eh? Very grateful. Yes, eh? Ah, that's strange. Okay. Oh, fantastic. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Can we have the camera closer to your face?
Can you see me now?
I can see you now. Good, good, good. It seems you are still under lock and key.
This is no longer COVID. It's my wife has locking me down.
We are here to celebrate your man, your friend, your teacher, your hero. You took me there in the Keja GRA. You know, I will never forget that evening. You know, so I wanted to ask you the first time you heard of the name Wole Soyinka. Can you remember?
I think
Conversation or Abiku? Okay.
it's the phone conversation. But after that, then university, I wasn't. We accused him of academic arrogance or intellectual arrogance when he said that he wasn't writing for the ordinary man. that he wrote for the intellectual mind.
Wow. Yes, I remember his novel, The Interpretation, when he started writing of isms I dodge this day from homoephatic Marxism to existentialism. I just give up.
Well, I have all his books.
That's what I have here too.
I don't know whether he will allow me to say this. He has just published a novel last month.
Wow.
But it's not in the market yet. Nigeria should celebrate a man like him. For him to, at 85, write a novel.
No, I was on a flight with him last year from Lagos to Istanbul. On him, I was watching him, and after a light meal and his usual wine, he was busy working, and me, I was dozing off. I said, I started waking myself up. I said, if an 85-year-old man is still working on the flight, who am I to sleep? That's what Soyinka for you. Okay, so let's have. Then later, did you ever meet him as a student activist?
But met him. I had to, as a governor, I had to carry his luggage at the airport. Knowledge that those of us who acquired it by votes. Let me see whether I can show you. See, I don't know if you can see this. This is the literature section of my library, but I'm looking for Wole Soyinka's books.
Books, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can see this.
Yes, I've seen it.
Martin Hayes on African Spring, just by Chinachi.
Yes, I have that.
There's Alabata Abata. Over here. I'll get it for you so you can see.
Yes.
But just like I have Chinachi based books, I have about Africa.
In Africa, there is no question about
But
that. There are other fantastic writers in Africa, but showing
Ishara.
Yeah, that is his biography. Yes, I have that.
You can see Ibadan.
I have Ibadan, the Penkelemes, yes. I have. I just bought a new one. I've not even opened it from the wrapper.
Okay, you have seen Ake. Ake is also here.
Ake, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The biography.
Some books he gave me, but I don't think those ones are his own.
Okay. Wow. No, your library is a must-have. That's so well organized. So well organized.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
So I had to do a master's degree in creative writing. The University of not admit. So I just went to him and said, Prof, I want to do a master's degree in creative writing. He said, gave me his recommendation, added it to my application. Next week, they called me. You've been admitted to study master's degree in creative writing. Okay, I don't know if you have this. WSC here. Can you see it? In full, but mostly photographs. Let me take it to my table. So I'll look at it. So I can look at the photograph and show you. Is worthy of celebration. And in this his book.
Please bring the camera towards your face. We're not seeing you again.
Okay, this is written. Fantastic. This is compiled and edited by Bankole Olaibi.
Oh, Bankole Olaibi in Ibadan. Yes, Bookcraft. Yes, they published a lot of his works. Bookcraft. Yes. Wow.
Okay.
Prof, you were stuck in traffic one day.
And that was when I was the governor. We were going to his house in Abeokuta. And then we were stuck in traffic somewhere after Lagos. It was so bad that day. So bad. So
and you were driving?
I was driving. So I called go and clear this traffic. He said, my friend, I'm behind you. I'm also stuck in this traffic and I'm behind you.
I can never forget that story. So even the governor of the state you were calling was right behind you in traffic. Oh my God, Nigerian traffic.
It was very bad. God. I think it was one of those church.
Remember, have you ever gone hunting with him?
No. No, COVID is everywhere.
Prof and his apparel, he would carry his gun when he was in Ife. The bush.
But he's a great man. He's a great man. Knowledge. Then you can never. His brain is forever functioning.
Wow. Oh, that's good. So Dele, his works have enriched us, and as you can see, I've gathered my own collections of. You can see all the books I've gathered. I write today. It's because of the inspiration from the Soyinkas, the Achebes, the Ungugi Wateongos, the Mongobetis, the Nawal El Sadawis, and the rest of them. Yes, so let me allow Madame to continue. Whenever we're free, we will come and eat about egusi.
All right. Thanks very much.
Okay, sir.
And
thank you so much, sir.
Thank
you for joining.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Let's try and see if we can get. I've been trying to get RMD, my man. I've been trying. I don't know why, but we must get him because he is one of the greatest actors who's worked with Soyinka at the Di Baba.
From the Baba.
Hey, Yomi, my man. God bless you. God bless you. Let's see your face well. Between you and Soyinka.
No, that was that's my daddy.
I wanted you to speak to us about Baba himself. We call him Prof. Kungi.
I've had loads and loads of encounters. Major production after the Nobel. We went to Italy. It was at the Dionysian Festival in Italy, and we produced this play from Zia with Love.
What year was that?
This was in 1990 or so. Okay. I was still running Mr. Magazine at the time.
Wow.
Myself, His Excellency just mentioned. Obileye, Yomi Obileye.
Uncle Taiwo.
No, not.
And Defenders.
Yes, and of course, Sisi Amebo, individualism.
Wow.
It was fantastic. And then Dr. Promise. Dr. Promise.
Yes, I spoke to Dr. Promise this afternoon.
Yeah. Okay, good. We were together in Italy for like 28 days. I think we ran out of money, and he was paying us with expensive wines. He would give us 2 bottles of red wine. He said, "This is your salary for the week." They give us 2 reds, or give you 1 red and 1 white. So these are very expensive wines. You better enjoy them.
Wow.
And whilst we were there, the entire world is trying to reach him. BBC wants him to come. Human being, and it just gives you an idea of how valuable he is to other people. I'm glad that you're doing this afternoon because no matter what it is that he has done or he hasn't done or whatever, no matter what anybody has as his criticism or whatever, cannot diminish the amount of work the man has. It will last forever. I mean, you were talking about you writing, him being one of the inspiration. In school, one of the things I did when I was in university was to make sure that I tackled Soyinka's plays. Because for me, I felt that if I needed to elevate, then I had to get to where Soyinka, was. And then my friends would say, "Why are you killing yourself doing Soyinka? Go and do something cheaper." I'm like, "No, I'm going to dig into this man and see how far of Soyinka, I love his works. Like you, I have my library full of all his books. Because I also know Banky, I get fresh copies of the book.
Yeah, we must find it.
I'm hoping that it is the novel that many years ago when I was in Concord, we had an interview and we talked about Ake. Ake is my favorite book of him. Ake is my favorite book. And so I was talking about installments and he typed up and that, in fact, he told me that Ake is the fastest reply that his publishers have given him because when he sent the first draft, they called him after that first initial burst. and he couldn't do anything again until one day again he was going through stuff through his box, and the smell from his mother's and his father's old house in Abokota hit him again. He picked up his typewriter and he wrote and he finished it. So he said to me, Mofe, there are too many things, and I remember very well because he said to me, and I hope that he has redeemed that now. He said, too many people will be hurt if he does the kind of book that he wants to do, and that he cannot do it and lie about it, and or leave things out of it. So he that we will probably not see that definitive book, that definitive years of adulthood book, but Dawn, yes. All of that, yes.
Well, my own favorite, that's why I bought it again. You can see it's even covered up. Is The Man Died.
Oh, yeah.
Man Died.
Who didn't read? Who haven't read that?
In fact, it was illegal initially to hold this book in public. You could not hold this book in those days. And so when I company, so I have a copy that is very ancient. So I had to buy it again. That this is a book that I believe every Nigerian must read to see that in those days people had courage. These guys were fighting the military, not civilians. They were fighting the military.
Bob, let me say something. Live Instagram. Just read it now. Read it now with everything that you know and everything that you are, with age and everything. Read The Man Died Now. And then you will be transported into that time. I know some things. He has said some things. I've been privileged to hear him say some things. So when I read The Man Died, I got this new collection that when Wole celebrated him, so it was a chance to get the reissues of all. I read some of the things again, and I'm like, and to think that I read these books before. Metal on Concrete.
But the jazz,
my chicken loaves. Yeah, So I love Soyinka. We can talk about him every day. One of the things I do well today, which is I know my wines, I know my whiskey, is all from trying to be, because civilization for him is about also being able to express Yoruba, being able to write and understand his language, the cosmology of his own language and his own world milieu. For me, being civilized, being urbane is not about knowing your wines and all of that. It's also about knowing my Urhobo culture, knowing the things that are intrinsic to the average Urhobo man and all of that. And all of that I learned from Soyinka, because this is a man that is as comfortable in the bush with local hunters as he's as comfortable in a gathering of Nobel laureates all around the world. So, you have to see him at those levels. I want to be a warrior boy, one being gentleman with cigars and whiskey, and who knows his wine and knows his beer.
Let me surprise you with this. For me, this is one of his greatest works.
The Forest of a Thousand Demons.
The Forest of a Thousand Demons. I bought this one in 1994, just before I went on exile. 75 naira. Can you believe it?
Maybe at the airport or something.
I can't even remember where I gave it. No, I bought it in Ibadan. Okay. I was arrested. So I was in Ibadan, and this translation. Oh my God. My name is Akara Ogun, compound of spells. One of the formidable hunters of a bygone age. My own father was a hunter. He was also a great one for medicines and spells. He had 1,000 powdered goblets, 800 atto, and he lived in that house, and the birds of divination were without number. It was the spirits who guarded the house when he was away. The spirits guarded the house.
Yes. Look, have you read Children of Bone and Blood? Children of Bone. This new girl, Tomi Adeyemi.
No, I haven't.
That is the. I would love to write and speak, but Tomi is a new writer who is making waves now in America. A young writer who writes about magical realism and fantasy. You should read his book. Read her book. It's called Children of Blood and Bone, and there's a sequel. I think they're actually turning the first one to a movie now. I was talking to what's his name? My brother the other day from Marty's the editor. And I was recommending the book. Is in editorial now. What's his name? I'm not forgetting my name. Shegun. I was talking to Shegun because the book talks about that he has it. So I said, try and read her because I know Shegun loves books as well.
Oh yes, all of them. Shegun, Simon, Onkola, Wole, they're all these days.
Yeah.
We have so many intellectuals at this day.
They're right there. Yes.
Everybody is there. Kayode Komolafe, my friend. Ijo Manwogugu.
A woman among men. Chidi Amuta, the prince of the Niger.
Yes, so Chidi Amuta.
I haven't seen Uncle Yemi in a while.
Me too. I haven't. I see.
It's like the man COVID. He has run somewhere to avoid COVID or something.
No, I'm sure. Oh wow! Fumi Onobamiro sent me a picture of Soyinka as a kid. Can you see that Soyinka? And I think with
God.
his sister.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Anyway, happy birthday, Prof. It's just been an amazing time being able to sit at.
Oh wow! No, I know you have to run off somewhere.
Yes,
RMD. But I'm always very happy. God will always answer you whenever you call on Him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Take care, my
brother. Bye. Greet Jumobi for me or greet Jumobi for me, please.
She will hear.
Okay, take care. Bye. Wow. That was a very, very powerful one. You see, it tells you that Soyinka has been our idol for years. In fact, I will confess gladly to worshiping him from afar. I remember when Kalakuta Republic was destroyed by the Obasanjo government, I believe, at that time. You won't believe it. Wole Soyinka sent a telegram to Fela. So it was published in the newspapers. As young as I was, I had to memorize it. I'm sure I still remember a few of the words. Sincere sympathies, yourself and all injured during destruction of your home, indignant at chilling cynicism, reminiscent, believe it, since then, and I'm sure this must have been in the 80s or thereabout when showing Fela's Kalakuta Republic was destroyed. What we call Telegram was a short message, which is just like you now sending WhatsApp message, but in those days you go to the post office to send it, and you have to summarize because the more the wordings, the more expensive it will be. And that was how much I love Soyinka. Anything Soyinka, once I see Benson Idahosa came to Ile-Ife, to the university for evangelism. This must have been around 1979. And my late friend, Ebu Jakonde, Chief Jakonde's daughter of blessed memory, invited Soyinka and invited me, because we were schoolmates, to the function at the sports center. Can you imagine how I felt standing beside Soyinka, and we were watching Bishop Idahosa when he was doing the altar call. That was it. Tonight, you please come forward, and you will see multitude of people. They will go forward, then they will go backward, then some more will come out, and Prof shook his head and said, "This is mass hypnotism." I will never forget him. And then when I was going home, he gave me a ride in his open roof Jeep. Prof. I don't know if Bode Okpeshaitan is on this line. We were working together on Professor Soyinka's. There is an award that he hosts every year, but this year we've not been able to do anything because of all this COVID. But they would have been able to give us some fantastic information. Let's see. I must say special thanks to Globacom. How are you? Oh, okay. Do you have like 2 minutes? If you come on Instagram, but if you are busy, no problem. If you are there, I just finished with R&D now. I had spoken to, I have already spoken to Right Honorable Chibuke Rotimi Amechi. He has said his own words on Prof. So I wanted you to give us your own perspective. What's your Instagram handle? Okay, I will check it now to be sure I'm following you. Okay, so you will see me and then you just make a request. Then I'll bring you in. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, bye. Fumi is just sending me pictures of Prof. She has just sent pictures of. Then I remember something about Prof. When Prof left University of Ife, the house where he was living was virtually opposite the Vice Chancellor's Lodge. So I think Professor JJ moved into the place, and the Prof's house was covered up by trees. You would think new occupant came. He couldn't understand why anybody will allow, God. I've never seen Soyinka that angry in my life. He felt so offended that anybody would do that to his forest. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's have some music. Hmm? Which one is that one now? I'm a go live and die. I know my country. I know God lie. Naim on me. Let's see. It's still on? Sorry, we are battling some demons. We shall. like that. No go back. Like I want to begin with his story. That war was station one. Me, I think I get cancer for me. That's the reason why. Cause when I jumping, now do I see? Make I explain, I think you be. I love my country, I love the lie. My inside, he push me, I push him, I know go. Ah, God. Nigeria was good, though, and we didn't know that. No worry, both nations be friends. Even when they fight, they soon make amends. When one bites a fish, the other goes scratch. When one lay, the other goes hatch. Eggs na eggs, but some are rotten. But make I tell you, some are golden. I tell you, my country, no. My country, I no go lie. Now inside them, I go live and die. I know my country, I no go lie. Now in and in, go yap till I die. One go proud, the other so meek. One go hide, the other go seek. One country go slap, the other go turn cheek. And soon I speak, Mr. Country hide, and his brother seek. Country hide 2.8 billion. He tell country seek, brother. You take one cup of the put you for prison. You still 10 million now. Patriotism. Then go give you chieftaincy. And national honor. Talk sweet banded yam. As on day he go stop. We don't know when my country cannot go lie. Now inside down I go live and die. When it go. One time we start ground not so high. Like pyramid nearly reach the sky. From all the flow from here to London. Cassava plantain, our food is champion. I go compete with that of Ghana. Mouth the water to do the banana. Takbara rice. Now to eat and I have my budget. They cost like golden nugget. The rain will fall from open skies. It only floats presidential rise. Scratching in the city slums. Me, I'm satisfied with petrol. I love and I know my country. I know go lie. I need to yap till I die. The day they bring revolution, country 16 say revolution it go end in fast. Education is good for me and you, so let's give praise where praise is due. Education alone, chop 1/4 the budget to teach the farmer what you never forget. Posters left and right and center. Green revolution by government printer. I love my country. Only so I treat them so. It push me, I push them, I know go. But that was nothing but she can feed a nation in need. It's my magic of fertilizer. Don't be sick, hear me. I know be nicer. Billions they hide for fertilizer. I love my country. I love go lie. Inside I go live and die. I love my country. I love. One time each day, Navigata day, 1,000 ships in Lagos Bay. Action for seaman's day. But me, the country sick, don't look for foreign aid. This not to ceremonial parade. A budget finish for the marriage fee. Cement day to be mouth. Loud and clear, please confirm, because I can see Madam Bumisonya saying no volume. Can you hear the music very well, please? Yes. So I was talking about the forest of 1,000. Daniel Fagunwa, Olorunfemi Fagunwa, but I call him Oroleye Fagunwa. So the family now calls him Olorunfemi Fagunwa. D.O. Fagunwa. If you read Ogbojo Ode Ninu Igbo Runumale, Inikini. So Wole Soyinka translated one of his books from Yoruba to English. Can I reach out to Prof. Soyinka? He's not on Instagram. I think I tried to reach out to his office, but I didn't get a response, but that's fine. Which one is that one? Hello? Okay, are you inside now? Are you inside now? I can't see you. Kò sí. But if you log in on this one, you will still have it. I have it on all my from that, and then you need to follow me as well. I've made a request. You need to follow me. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I've made a request already. Yeah. Just look at this. A friend of mine from England is sending me pictures of Wole Soyinka and his family. Can you see that? Then she also sent me Soyinka as a 10-year-old choir. Can you believe that? See Soyinka as a choir. And Soyinka is matriculation in the 1950s at the University College Ibadan. That was Soyinka then. Then there is Wole Soyinka, always been very handsome. Very, very, very handsome. Wow. Then here he was addressing the American Academy of Achievement delegates in 2009. Can you beat that? Wow. Okay, let's go to the books while we await my next guest. Okay, because of you, I will open the Mandate. My favorite book, I will open. This is also by Bookcraft. Bookcraft, they've done a beautiful job of showing that's what you can see his picture in the book. So I'm opening this for the first time. Wow. Soyinka can write. This one came out. Paper, tissue paper, anything. During the Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 1970, the Biafran secessionists. You know, one of his best friends was Christopher Okigbo, the poet who was Igbo, and he went back home to go and join the Biafrans. And Soyinka risked everything. Product of this experience. What comes through in the compelling narrative is the author's uncompromising principled stand on the universality and in the. Let's see if I have. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Now, it was from here I learned to resist dictatorship. I don't like dictatorship. And he was quoting from a man I also read about. It's imposed on your country. The very first thing you feel, the very first day, and it is a feeling that has a totally spontaneous immediacy, free from all mental elaboration. The first feeling is humility. To consider yourself worthy of responsibility for your own life and destiny. Season effort to force your mind to accept all the vulgarity which wakes human status were being deeply insulted every day. Acceptance of various barbarous actions of theirs that you hear about or that you actually see them commit against your fellow human beings. You begin to live with the daily humiliation of fear, and you begin to loathe yourself. You will hate yourself, and then deeply wounded in your conscience as a citizen, you begin to feel a solidarity with the people to whom you belong. That's the thing. Dictatorship is a form of humiliation when you are oppressed and you can't do anything about it. It's the worst thing that can happen to anybody. And a lot of people used to wonder, but people don't realize that that is what makes it even more painful and more difficult for us. When you have to criticize your own friends who can turn you into a billionaire in one night. So do people expect us to criticize our enemies? Every day, I see they are your friends, Joe. You cannot go Joe. Everything that he needs. That logic is painful. So sometimes you ask yourself, why are you wasting your time about these things? Why are you comfortably? Why some of us are sleeping in prison, running to exile to start our lives all over? They scatter your life, your family is scattered, everything scattered. You will be the ones to abuse you and say you are an idiot. They are your friends. So because you shook hands with them yesterday, you took pictures with them. So if you take picture with somebody, that then means you can't criticize him again. Do you expect me to be enemies with everybody? So if somebody wants to buy Ovation, I say, because you are a thief, I can't sell it to you. So when they go to the market, they will buy. That's what I took from the Soyinkas. The Soyinkas knew everybody. Yet they were able to hold them accountable. But this generation does not understand that sacrifice, that it is more difficult to criticize your friends than to criticize your friend. The vice president, everybody is your friend, and you still criticize them, then you are a man. But when you have no kobo in your pocket, you have not done anything. Because a man who is down does not worry about a fall. Everything for Soyinka could have compromised. Could have compromised. They refused. You know. So that's how life is. The fact that someone is your friend, you took a picture with him, does not mean you agree with what he has done. And tell him. Tell him. Okay, I think I've seen my next guest. I hope it connects now. He's joining us from the United States of America. Fantastic. Hey, we lost him. What happened? I hope you are following me. If you can hear me, I hope you are following me. Please accept to follow Dele Momodu this phone was also doing that before. So, no, Professor Soyinka is not joining us. Sorry, Fausat. We're celebrating him in absentia. I'm waiting for my brother Bode to join us again. Was a journalist and was until recent of Globacom. Following me? Okay, let's try again. He knows Prof very, very, very well and trying to put something together for about it. I don't know why your phone is not. I'm saying connecting and it's not connecting. You are very close to getting in, but I don't know if it's your internet. Maybe you need an area where the internet is it's taking too long to connect. I can see you connecting, but oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. Why is it not connecting? It's taking forever to connect. What you can do is go. Yeah, no, being on the road shouldn't be a problem. You can refresh, switch off, switch in again, and then let's try, please. I beg. Okay. Yes, I'm following you and you're following me now. So I don't know why. Let me try it again. Okay, you love it. Another poems. Oh, that's good. That's Tunde. Oh, you know these things. You need loads of money to do politics anywhere in the world. And a lot of our people, out of ignorance, out of poverty, and the combination of both, is very difficult to. I'm trying to connect you. I don't know why it's not connecting. Please, Bode, if you can hear me, maybe you switch off, and because we just lost you again now. If you switch off and switch on again, maybe it will regulate itself. Thank you, Kelvin, the great MC. Thank you so much for your kind words. I don't have any other job. That is the thing. Tired of your job, quit. That's what I tell people. Some people, they just want to. It took me time to discover. I knew I was a writer from when I was about maybe 18, 19, 20. I didn't know I would be a journalist. So, but the moment I discovered that I was born to write, since then, I've never been tired of writing. Trust me, I have never been tired of writing. People say, what's the secret of success? I tell them, you must love what you do. You must have a passion for what you do. Okay, let's look at some other books. There is no way you will have anything. Please, Mr. Prof, if you can hear me, try and join us and Soyinka by Tunde Adeniran. It's a very, very, very big and fine book. Also by Bookcraft. Bookcraft. It's a major. My former teacher. You can call me a Soyinka fanatic. Public Lie by Wole Soyinka. Yes, I've told Bode to log out and log in again. Yes. Please, Mr. Kwasheto, when you are back, send me a message. Professor Soyinka is a great hunter. He goes in the bush to go and kill animals. So I'm sure sometimes he will get the antelope, sometimes he will get the grass cutter, and then his wine will be waiting. We all wanted to be like Soyinka in those days. We grew our beards at some point just to look like him. I can't get the man through, so definitely there is problem with this phone setting or with the contemporary African plays edited by Martin Baha and also about Africa. But for the likes of Wole, King's Osman, Death and the King's Osman. Okay, we have Wole Soyinka's bag. I think this must be the latest. I bought this not too long ago for 3,000 naira in Ibadan. My dream is to have one of the best libraries of literature in Nigeria. Yes, this King Babu, King Babu, I'm sure that's the book. It's a play by Wole Soyinka. It's not a very big play, but it's a very, very interesting one. But a past dictator. There is a book by Obioma Ofuego, Soyinka's language. Soyinka's language is difficult to deal with. This is by Kwara State University Press. I didn't know that Kwara State University has wow. Not too old. 2016. It's not too old. There were essays written on him, Soyinka at 80. Too many books to read. God. Because if not for COVID, every time I travel, I spend most of my allowance on buying books. Olúwa ẹ tóbi. No, still can't find them. Wow. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I did be Hamatan Hayes wrote me and Michi mentioned that time. So this is the books are so beautiful. Bookcraft has been doing a great job. I wish I could get Mr. Olayebi on this line. And then this is a double interventions by what. So this is a play of giants from Zia with Love, the one RMD was referring to, a scourge of the ancients of his plays. Thank you so much, all of you, for your patience. Trust me, I appreciate you always for joining me. I know how difficult it is sometimes to buy. And tonight, I'm still going to interview the senior special assistant. Don't forget to join me at 8 o'clock. Some Nigerian literature about this night. I wish you a happy birthday. Yeah. I wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Ayaba Wole Soyinka, please. I'll be very happy. I can see Ura Lawyer. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Daddy's interview remains incredible. So I'm hoping I'm already talking to Daddy, and hopefully we can have a part two on Saturday because we haven't covered everything yet. Thank you. I can see. Nikki Ebony. It must okay. It must still be morning in Atlanta. Yes. I am. Please, if to welcome you, I will roll out the red carpet and welcome you now. Benita Peters. How are you? Wow. Yes, I like brilliant minds. Only brilliant minds will join us, to celebrate Prof. A lot of people are not interested in anything intellectual. And meanwhile, this is what we should be doing. Now, Achebe or Soyinka is studying in contract. Then University of Ife, then he later moved to South Africa. I believe he's back in Akure now. Professor Kole, I'm not sure. Wow, so many comments here. The Lieutenant General Alani, he is an intellectual. So I like people who can combine the military with intellectual capacity. We love him so much. You need to visit him in Yakuyo. You see it. Can I have an interview with Professor Soyinka? Yes, if he's available. But you heard what Richard said. You can't imagine how. Oh, you want me to bring Mr. Lawal, Case Lawal? Your Godi, how are you? At home? Yes, and your brother, I think. Jojo Godi. In the trees. Thank you, Jojo Godi. Thank you so much. Sorry, COVID didn't let us. Couldn't have a party, but for me, in retrospect, I'm happy that I didn't do Owambe. Okay, I can see Ayaba again. I think she has disappeared. The decolonization of African literature by Chinwezu Onwuchekwa Jeme Ihechukwu Madubuike. And I bought this in 1981. Wow. Naira 50 kobo. Can you believe that? Then this is The Open Soul of a Continent by Wole. And again, I must thank Professor Soyinka, Croydon, where I was granted full asylum with my family and eternally get my friends. Never, never, I will never forget. This is part one by Soyinka. I bought this in 1991. Wow, I can't even remember where I bought it from. It's a very that we should finish by 4 o'clock. The shaft of Africa. Yes, that's one of the. Wow. What year it was published? It was published 1981. I must have bought it shortly after. Dr. Emiokubi. This is an old book. The book has suffer though. See, out it's one of my favorite books by Chinwezu. I bought this in 1982. That was the year I finished my first exam that came out. Let me see how old this is. 1986. I bought it. I was doing my master's then when I bought it, when it came. Africa, edited by Wole Soyinka. Wow. This must be old. I was 15 years old. I actually have 2 of it. It's funny. African literature today. Soyinka is always in the forefront of anything African literature. Soyinka, Achebe. African literature today, volume 10. What year was this? It was edited by Eldred Rosimi Jones. Be one of my oldest books then. 1980. I feel so nostalgic. 1980, I was in part 2 going to part 3. Wow. By Soyinka. I bought this one naira 70 kobo. I didn't remember to put the date. You should always remember to put the dates on your and probably where. Not many would wish to dispute the claim that religion is not a primary condition of human existence, certainly not as a critical necessity for our very being or the evolution of the social being. It yet. So I bought this for 1,200. Okay, also by book Soyinka's works. It was published in 2004, so that's 16 years ago. Yeah, this is the trials of Brother Jero and Jero's metamorphosis. It's called straightforward, very hilarious. Too funny. It's too funny. I wrote it long ago, 4 years after I was born. He wrote it in 1964. I can't believe that. And I think, oh my God. Yes, we have 6 minutes to go now. So let me rush it. Nation. You have probably seen many of us on the streets, many with their own churches, many inland, many on the coast, many leading processions. In fact, there are eggs and there are eggs. Same thing with prophets. I was born a prophet. I think my parents found that I was born with rather thick and long hair, just like me. It was said to come right down to my eyes and down to my neck. For them, this was a certain sign that I was born a natural prophet, and I grew to. But in the last few years, the beach has become fashionable, and the struggle for land has turned the profession into a thing of ridicule. Some prophets I could name gained their presence. Prejudice the councillors who came to divide the beach among us. Yes, it did come to the point where it became necessary for the town council, my master, the same one who brought me up, with a campaign led by 6 dancing girls from the French territory. They all prefer high life to the rhythm of celestial hymns. And television too is now they stay at home and watch a day in my life. A day when I thought for a moment that the cause of my old master was about to be fulfilled. Fantastic word. The trials of Brother Jero. Very, very funny. Jeroboam. Yes, this was published by Spectrum. If you remember the old man, you've back the center of academic work in you. 1973. Wow. The unappeasable price of appeasement. Wow, we have 2 minutes to go now. This was 2011, so let's rush it. Let's rush it and just be very interesting one. Yeah, this is the one referred to the Alapata. Yes, I have the Alapata, a play of giants. This is the one that won. That's the famous play. Which one is this? This is Ishara. This is one of his autobiographies. This article was founded. A lot of people don't remember that it was Soyinka who was the first chairman of the Federal Safety Corps. Okay, that's it. But of that will go to my other library, and that is the Right Honorable wrote me and hey, Mommy G.O. Yes, Mommy G.O. Today is her birthday, and I have special shout Reverend Mother Abimbola Esther Ajayi sends special greetings to her. For all. Today again, the Yalaje of the world, Princess Toyin Kolade. Okay, we will try and find time to celebrate each and every one of them later. But if you go on my page, you will see that I've uploaded the birthdays. Plus Kungi. Thank you. Which one is my favorite? Jojo Godi. My favorite is still the Mandine. I love the Mandine because of its political nature and because I've also spent time. It's also being in prison at Alagbon. Yes, I love the Lion and the Joe. God will bless us for it. God will bless you for sitting here for so long. Or there are so many. Let me see. There are so many. Yes, our regular or Monike Ikeade. Thank you so much. Yes, the Right Honorable Chibuke Rotimi Amachi, I've mentioned. I want to thank him again and again and again. Yes. Wow. Thank you. God bless you. Wow. It's always good to see that. I'm so impressed. It's not easy at this time of the day to they are playing my music. So pay me for promoting the song. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know that I finally kiss you? You know, say every day I pray for you. Oh, in my heart, there's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart is beat like you. Cause now you are too so I am ready. Baby, now you are so big. I am ready. But then you see, I may not speak the word to you, but you are my angel. I pray for you. My heart is like you do. Cause now you are too so I am happy. I sing for you, wanna be like you do. Wow. Betty Buster, say you can have my daughter. Make we link up later. Yeah, no, money enter. Which one say, you know, if you just person like me, like Baby, that's why I'm not even but I could spray you. Nothing like me like that. So tell me how was I to know? Say which of us the talk of South? Keep that lamp, BCD, talking about. Because person like me like that. Yeah, so tell me how I get know. Big small stuff. Beautiful songs, beautiful, beautiful. Ah, Boduduke. We stand as a people so with one voice, we're a nation undivided and one and build our land to defend what is God. You, we are for one cause, where the time to we're freedom. And we will get there. We'll rise. We believe in Nigeria and the promise he holds. Yes, yes. So it's time to go now. We've done very well. Give me the Duke, then I'll be ready to go. That's my favorite song currently. Any book on Amazon.com?